understand.
Who dares defy my will?
It is done.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's matchup of Mox League of Legends. Tonight the Mox are up against University of North Georgia. These are the two teams left in the Peach Belt Conference undefeated. Currently both teams 4-0. North Georgia, 2 game losses, but 4 match wins total. Looking really strong. Florida Southern has not dropped a single game yet in the Peach Belt Conference. They are currently 4-0 as well. This is probably the matchup right now of the two big juggernauts in the Peach Belt Conference. But when we look at the stats, Florida Southern definitely a favorite in this matchup. We just take a quick peek here at some of the stats we've got around the conference. Top teams in terms of their kill, death, assist ratios, Florida Southern at 9.47. North Georgia all the way down at 5.72. Kennesaw in third with a 3.64. So just pure domination when we look at Florida Southern. The top players with the highest KDAs, all 3 of the top players are Mox players. You got Nebula, Javi, and Dragowski. And this will be definitely an interesting one. Most kills in the conference so far is Nebula with 79. But number 2 and 3 are both North Georgia players, JP Montgomery and Churro. So that'll be an interesting matchup to keep a tab on. Nebula has 79 kills so far this season in Peach Belt. JP Montgomery has 76. Churro 65. Least deaths, you got Javi, Dragowski, and Nebula are in the top 5. As we see a little bit of a skirmish here in the bot lane. There's definitely going to be a story between Paramore and Shanghai. They've both been competing against each other for the last 3 years. Talking to Paramore before this, he believes that Florida Southern has the slight edge in the series of when he has played North Georgia. He says that he's currently 2-1 against them in terms of series, with a win last year and a win his freshman year. Sophomore year going to UNG, and now we're looking at senior year. We'll see how it goes. Paramore, Shanghai, both the supports definitely have a storied history. They know each other well, and it'll be a good one. When we look at most assists in the Peach Belt so far this year, number 1, Shanghai, number 2, Paramore. So you got a nice little story there as Doraikon's getting dove a little bit here. Goes down first blood for North Georgia as the Vi gets that one. Nebula's on the Aurelion Sol. Aurelion Sol is kind of known to be a very strong champion right now in this patch, as Nebula picks up that kill, just showcasing the strength of that champion. Absolutely phenomenal there. When we look at some more stats, average win time, Florida Southern has the fastest average win time by more than 4 minutes. Florida Southern average win time is 20 minutes and 51 seconds in the Peach Belt Conference. That is massively fast. Kennesaw State number 2 at 24 minutes. So North Georgia not even in the top 5 on that. So they win slow ones. They win long games, but they definitely win. So average win time is about 30 minutes for them. It's actually the longest average win time in the league. But it doesn't really matter when you're winning. Winning is winning. Peach Belt Conference will have an in-person playoff toward the end of March 24th and 25th. The winner of that playoff tournament will get a seed into the national playoffs. Top 32 teams in the country, actually in the continent, because all of North America will fight it out. Top 8 will go to LA. Doraikon getting dove again here in the top lane. North Georgia seeing an opportunity to get some kills in this top lane. Doraikon is usually mains a different position, but this semester has stepped into that top lane role to fill in where the Mox needed him. Pretty even gold here. North Georgia has about a 600 gold lead after just under 5 minutes so far. Pretty even in terms of farm in the bot lane. Pretty even in the mid lane too, although Nebula has a kill. Dragowski in the jungle has a little bit of a farm lead on this Vi, but that Vi has 2 kills. Something to look out for. At the same time as this is happening, the Academy team, the Academy League of Legends team for Florida Southern, is taking on Kennesaw State. They took game 1 pretty handedly. It was 26 minutes, but the kills were very one-sided. They're in game number 2 currently. We're waiting for the result for that one. We'll keep you updated. A nice little team coordination there as Florida Southern picks up a kill in the mid lane on that Orianna Aurelion Sol. Not quite expecting that one. Vi in the area going to pick up the kill onto Nebula. The name of the game, it's League of Legends. The goal is to kill these little, they call them minions, little things in the lane. Looks like we might, all right, we're back in it. And kill other, your enemy champions to get some more gold. And then you use that gold to buy items to get stronger, and eventually you destroy the enemy's base. And if the first one to destroy the base wins. Best of 3 series here. Florida Southern, as mentioned, has not dropped a single game in Peach Belt Conference play, but this is the toughest opponent they've faced so far in the Peach Belt. So this one's going to be, this one will probably, if any of the matchups are going to test them, this will be the one, most likely. They did defeat Kennesaw State already, who is in 3rd place. Missouri Western's 4th. We've got 3 teams that are tied 2-2. That is Kennesaw State, Missouri Western, and West Georgia. Mox will play West Georgia. Coming up in a couple weeks, I believe. After spring break, maybe? I believe they also have a match this Saturday. Got a little bit of a fight here. Nebula trying to get that kill, but Vi coming in, saving the day. Picks up that kill. Florida Southern does have their next match after this one will be after spring break against Florida State University, Panama City. And then they'll have West Georgia on the 18th, and that'll be the last match of the regular season before they head to LAN for the playoffs. Another dive here in the top lane. Dragowski just kind of getting bullied up here. Now 0-3. Dragowski, though, getting a shutdown on that Vi. That's going to be very good gold there for Dragowski. As Florida Southern now shifts their focus to the Rift Herald. Which is a good pick here on the top side of the map. Paramore made a little bit of a roam here and is up there with Dragowski, making a play. North Georgia definitely flexing a little bit on this top side with their Vi and jungle and Kled in the top lane, with both with some leads here in terms of gold. Definitely showing their strong side. Javi on the Caitlyn, starting to break away a little bit in terms of the farm that he is managing, and Nebula as well, trying to pull away as, with 20 CS lead. Nine minutes into this first game here. Again, best of 3 match. Paramore back down here. Definitely a big story between Paramore and Shanghai. Like I said, this is the 4th time that they've met on the Rift. If there's a rivalry between players, it's probably Shanghai and Paramore, although it's a friendly rivalry. One of a lot of respect and a lot of jokes and fun. Definitely 2 strong players in the Peach Belt Conference. North Georgia starting this Dragon, Dragowski in the area. Going to interrupt this Vi. Vi goes down, and nice engage there by Florida Southern. Now Shanghai low, Paramore low as well, but Dragowski going to pick up a kill. There's Javi picking up a kill. A flash by Orianna, not going to be enough. Hits the wall, and Florida Southern going to pick up that kill. That's 4 kills for Florida Southern. And now they swing that gold lead into their favor, up 2K gold, grabbing this dragon. First dragon going to Florida Southern. Raikon on Olaf. Definitely a tough game for Raikon so far, as the North Georgia junglers spent a lot of time up there in the top lane. Dragowski going to get away from that, at least momentarily. Raikon getting attacked again here. Dragowski does get away on the bot side of the jungle, or bot side of the map. Raikon gonna get dove there. Flash out from Kled. Kled's gonna get that kill cleanly as he flashes away. Now Shanghai flashing for a kill on, trying to get something done on Aurelion Sol. Nebula trying to get away. Vi ulting, gonna get the kill onto Nebula. Definitely the playmaker on the side of North Georgia is definitely JP, I believe it's JP Montgomery, or JC Montgomery, the jungler on Vi. It's JP Montgomery doing some good stuff across the map, picking up some good kills. Now up to 6 kills. Most of those coming through the mid lane and the top lane. Spending a lot of time in those lanes. Engaged by North Georgia. Shanghai going to get a couple of charms as Caitlyn goes down. Now Florida Southern, 2 against 4, going to try to have to get out of this. Successfully does disengage, but not without losing Javi. Dragowski still fighting. Aurelion Sol coming in, going to pick up some kills. This is where Aurelion Sol is going to start getting pretty powerful. Does a ton of damage. Gonna dive under that turret, maybe just a little too far there by Nebula. Might have gotten a little bit of tunnel vision there. Doing a lot of damage. Thinking he could get away with that kill, but did not have enough. But again, a lot of damage from Nebula. Definitely positive to Raikon. A 1v1 battle on this Kled. Actually not doing too terribly. Just not strong enough. Kled picking up that kill. Now 3-0. Vi ulting on this Caitlyn. Caitlyn gonna get collapsed on. Does not have anyone with her. Gonna pick up a kill on the Vi though, which is big. And now gonna do some significant damage on Shanghai, but Shanghai gonna come away with just enough of that damage. Picking up a kill on Caitlyn. Florida Southern with a 1K gold lead. This is definitely a closer match, probably the closest they've had in the Peach Belt so far, as we predicted. North Georgia is definitely a good opponent, one you cannot just kind of show up for. Definitely to be respected. Both teams, again, as I said, 4-0 in terms of their match record. Nebula now going to do some damage on this Orianna as Dragowski comes into the fight. Ultimate by Orianna. Is it going to be enough to get away? Nebula picks up the kill. Definitely turning his game around now. Aurelion Sol getting a little stronger. Nebula getting to roam a little bit. Not being picked on by this Vi constantly. Opens up a lot of opportunities. Dragon now coming up at 45 seconds. It's the next dragon. Florida Southern had the first one. Red gonna ult, coming in for an engage. Trying to get on this Braum maybe. Well, I don't know if he knows that there's 3 Florida Southern players there. Nice engage there by Dragowski. Not doing enough damage, though. Caitlyn trying to get some damage down. Churro goes down. Nice kill there by Daraikon. No one else on North Georgia goes down. Surprising after that engage and fight. They are going to turn their focus towards this mid turret. Florida Southern going to take it down. Dragon is up. We'll see if Florida Southern makes a move towards it. Florida Southern picks up that second Drake. As they continue to grab objectives across the map, but Vi is on this Rift Herald. I'm not sure if Florida Southern knows. Definitely a good objective to pick up after they lost Dragon on the bot side. And we'll see. Should be able to finish it. What they do with it. North Georgia now. Oh, bumped the mouse. Apologies. We take a quick peek here at the farm differences. We see Nebula is pulled away with about a 35 CS lead over this Orianna. Javi and Zaya from North Georgia both have about the same. But Javi has 4 kills. I'll take the 4 kills. Dragowski has been super efficient in the jungle. About 35 farm lead there. And Daraikon is stuck with the farm of this Kled. Turret there for North Georgia. Florida Southern very heavily focused on the bot side of the jungle. Is Aurelion Sol going to do a nice little dive? Does get ulted by the Orianna, flashes away to survive. Now Vi going to take down Nebula. A 1-for-1 in terms of kills there. Also happening on the Florida Southern campus tonight is some basketball. Florida Southern's women's basketball team was not on campus, but they ended up pulling up an upset in the Sunshine State Conference tournament this evening with a win. And the men's team is on campus against Embry-Riddle. We're down, I believe, 19 at half. Now 8 minutes left in the second half. Florida Southern trailing only by 12 now. Clawing their way back. Hopefully, esports can send some good vibes. 19 minutes into this game, a nice cancel there. Paramore just slowing down the progression a little bit on this Kled. Dragowski continuing to farm his jungle. Caitlyn, Javi farming his mid lane, or the mid lane at this point. Picking up gold wherever they can across the map. Baron spawning in 12 seconds. Either team looking like they're going to be making a play at the spawn. Kled ulting, maybe looking for the Aurelion Sol, not quite sure on that one. Does push the Aurelion Sol back, that's for sure. I don't know if they know that Florida Southern is currently in their jungle. Could be dangerous for North Georgia, although North Georgia now knows that they are the red. Brilliant Soul going to put down some massive damage on that Xayah. Xayah having to ult away just to survive, but no, nice there by Nebula, picks up the kill. And now they'll focus on pushing this bot turret. Not much that Kled can do by themselves. Turret goes down. Vi coming in, though. Vi's in the area. Rakan, they did throw that Rift Herald down mid lane. I think they were running out of time before it expired. It does pull some pressure towards the middle of the map for Florida Southern, so they need to back off a little bit here. Rift Herald still in that mid lane. Florida Southern going to get rid of it before it does any damage to their turrets. Dragon now coming up in 5 seconds. Florida Southern looking like they might go for a Baron play. They might give up Dragon for Baron. Not sure if North Georgia even knows, or they might know and just kind of deciding this is the trade we have. They are paying that Baron. I think they do think that Florida Southern is on that Baron, and they're going to take that Dragon instead. Florida Southern picks up that Baron pretty quick.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
Dragowski, only one with a shutdown on Florida Southern. Currently 5-0 with 4 assists, 150 farm. Pretty good numbers there. Right now, 5 kills, 0 deaths on this Wukong. Raikon going to try to clear this wave a little bit. Vi in the area. Vi's going to back here. We do see Dragowski on in their jungle. Orianna flashing away, but Dragowski going to be able to take down that Orianna. 6-0 now for Dragowski. Dragowski and Nebula are going to clear that wave so they can take down this top turret as Florida Southern continues to kind of collapse onto the base of this North Georgia squad. Significant damage there from Nebula. Looking towards this mid lane inner turret here. Inhib turret goes down. It's an open inhib now in the mid lane. Florida Southern looking like they are going to back off. A little bit of a freeze there. Could be an indication of a pause. Or just the Riot client being funky, you know. Either one's very plausible. Dragowski getting some information. Dashes away from that engage from Kled. Drakon on the bottom side of the jungle, bottom side of the map, excuse me. Maybe looking for a little bit of a push. Applying some pressure. There's some good damage down onto the Vi. Now Dragowski gets exhausted under turret, going to take quite a bit of damage, but not enough to go down. They do successfully get that inhib turret down. That's 2 open inhibs for Florida Southern as they are going to take this first inhib on the top side, rotate towards mid. Probably going to pick up this mid inhib as well. That is going to put a ton of pressure on this North Georgia team, but an engage from North Georgia. Vi ult onto the Nebula. Nebula getting away, able to do a lot of damage before. Wow, Dragowski picking up the kill. Kled ulting now. Jumping on the Javi. Javi getting away. Javi doing a significant amount of damage, getting a pickup there. Nice Q by the Caitlyn. Not a bad engage by North Georgia, not a bad team fight. They just could not lock down that Aurelion Sol long enough to pick up the kill. They do get a kill on Paramore, but that's just on the support. First death of the game for Paramore. Aurelion Sol put down some damage, clear this wave a little bit, continue the pressure. They do pick up a third inhib. Florida Southern clears most of the base of this North Georgia team. 25 minutes into this one. I believe this is the longest game of the Peach Belt for Florida Southern. And it's a good one. This is a doozy. Florida Southern do not have the Baron buff anymore. That expired. Update here from basketball. 6.5 minutes left in the second half, and Florida Southern only trailing by 3 now. Florida Southern is the number 3 seed in that tournament, the Sunshine State Conference tournament. Embry-Riddle's the 6th seed. It's a good game happening over there in Jenkins Fieldhouse on the campus of Florida Southern, as Nebula going to continue to put down some damage. Half of Kled's health is now gone. Dragowski now 7-0. They are knocking on the back door of this North Georgia base. This could be the engage that North Georgia wants. Couple charms there, but Shanghai going to go down. Florida Southern just putting down too much damage. Overwhelms North Georgia. Complete clean ace for the Mocs, as the Mocs take game number 1 in this best-of-3 series. And Florida Southern goes up 1-0. We'll be right back.
I want your opinion, I'll beat it out of you.
It is done.
People fear what they cannot understand.
Seriously? Seriously? Lame.
I am the one to fear.
We are back here. Game number 2 in this best of 3 series. Give you the right low down there. Florida Southern takes game number 1. Now we're heading into game number 2. Florida Southern looking like they might be all coming together to do something maybe. Galio going to see that. Probably force Florida Southern back. It does. We do have an update on the Academy team's score. Academy up against Kennesaw State tonight. They do win that series 2-0 with 2 wins in their games. They are now 3-1, sitting at second place in the Masters division, I believe, champions, the JV division. It's a good place for them. Florida Southern varsity, who we're watching right now. Only undefeated team in Peach Belts currently are Florida Southern and this North Georgia team they're up against. North Georgia has dropped now 3 games throughout the season. Undefeated in terms of matches. Florida Southern has not dropped a single game so far. Definitely the strong team right now in the Peach Belt. Definitely worth keeping an eye out, especially as we get into the playoffs, the LAN event, and then ultimately the national playoffs. Hopefully that's the goal. Paramore on the Karma, definitely a favorite of his. Shanghai on Zillion. I'm a big fan of Zillion. Not sure how Shanghai does on Zillion, but definitely a champion I like playing. Nebula on the Zoe. Zoe is definitely Nebula's most played champion, I believe. Definitely a favorite champion. And flash there by Galio. Does Galio get away? And looks like he does barely. We're going to have to TP back to lane as well. So that'll be both summoners coming off of mid lane here pretty early. The Raikon, same matchup in the top lane. We got the Kled against the Olaf. Dragowski on the Wukong again this match, or this game. We've seen the Olaf, the Wukong, and the Caitlyn in both games. The difference is Nebula on Zoe and Paramore on Karma. It's a nice poke there by Nebula. We look kind of forward into the next week. Florida Southern will be, this is the last match that they'll have this week and next week. Next week is spring break. They will not be competing over spring break. And then they'll come back. They'll play West Georgia and Florida State University, Panama City. And as I'm talking about that, Paramore actually picks up first blood onto North Georgia as Shanghai goes down. Some nice poke there, as now 2 more members of North Georgia are walking away. Just a sliver of health left. All quiet currently. We have an update here from the other side of campus. Men's basketball falls to Embry-Riddle 96-88 in the Sunshine State Conference basketball tournament. Definitely a back and forth game there all the way to the end. Paramore clearing some vision here. Not much happens on the bot side of this map if without Paramore knowing what's up. Nice vision set up by Florida Southern and Paramore. As he returns back to lane potentially for a little bit of fun. The Raikon going to do a little bit of 1v1ing against this Kled. It's going to be close, but Hecarim coming in. Dragowski's there, but Hecarim going to pick up the kill onto Olaf. Now Dragowski in a little bit of a fight scuffle here. whole lot he can do. He's going to back away. Nebula putting some poke down. Dragon is up on the map currently. Neither team have made an effort to go after it just yet. Nice poke there by Javi and Paramore as they pick up a kill onto Shanghai. Hecarim coming in though. Paramore's going to have to watch out here. Hecarim going to do quite a bit of damage. So is Caitlyn. Paramore goes down as JP Montgomery picks up a kill. Nebula picks up a kill mid lane. Oh, and Javi goes down. Truly unfortunate, barely getting that kill there by Xayah. Definitely a very close fight there in the bot lane. Could have gone a couple different ways. Kled and Raikon pretty even here. Dragowski and JP Montgomery, but JP Montgomery again has a couple kills early game, doing a pretty good job at finding some ganks, finding some opportunities across the map to pick up a couple kills. Javi and Paramore both are 1-1-1. Gonna have to watch out for this Zilean. Zilean is a champion that's very weak early game, but once you get to level 6 and going into the late game, it can be a very strong champion. Especially if you've got one really strong teammate that you can ult and bring back for a second life. Hecarim upside in the top side of the jungle. Now going to back off. Florida Southern did see him. Nice turret play there for Florida Southern. Stun onto Paramore from Shanghai. Florida Southern picks up the dragon and holy moly damage. Florida Southern erases Shanghai. Kill goes to Paramore. Shanghai was there, and then they weren't. Very quickly. Just an insane amount of burst damage when you look at the Zoe and the Karma, coupled with the Caitlyn stuff. You know what I'm saying. Yasuke gonna take that Kled off of his little mount. My MMO fans. Nebula. Zoe's starting to do quite a bit of damage, going to get taunted by this Galio. Now falls asleep, going to do a lot of damage there. Amazing play there. Nebula knows this champion. Hecarim are going to come into the fold here, but Dragowski's going to be able to get there and just pressure that Hecarim off. If there's one champion you don't want Nebula to ever get on, it is the Zoe. For reasons that are being shown currently. A little bit of a pause there. Could be caused by a game pause or, again, Riot Client, you know. And we're back. All right. Nebula up 2-0 with, has 2 kills now. Really going to start doing even more damage as the game goes on. Nice stun there by Shanghai. Raikon playing a lot better this game than the last game. The first game was a little rough. Hecarim in the bot lane. Could spell trouble here for Florida Southern if they are not careful. Nebula. Look at the damage. There's a killing spree for Nebula. Florida Southern gonna get out in the bot lane without getting caught. Nice stun there by Shanghai. Hecarim gonna back. Nebula picking up some turret plates in this mid lane. Nebula definitely winning this lane matchup. Looking very comfortable on the Zoe. Doing good work. Javi and Paramore are going to pick up some plates, some extra gold in the bot lane. Nebula playing around a little bit in that jungle. Good information being gathered here by Florida Southern. A lot of good pressure. Dragon not spawning for another minute 45. But Dragowski's kind of hanging around. I think they expect the Hecarim to be around as well. Hence Dragowski there. Some nice igniting there onto the Zillion. Oh, nice kill there by Javi. Picking up another kill. Shanghai going to blow his ult. Not to avoid giving the kill to Javi. A nice flash out of the Hecarim ult. A kill going down there on to Dragowski. Dragowski here to make something happen. Double kill. Dragowski, Javi picking up one of those kills. Florida Southern up 10-3 in terms of kills with a 5K gold lead. Yep, that's how math works. Florida Southern looking strong this game. If last game looked close, this one, not as. Paramore low on health here. Have to be careful not to die. Duraikon heading back to his top lane, looking like he's going to try to clear this wave. Is Kled going to pick up a turret plate or two? Dragon spawning 15 seconds. They do drop. North Georgia drops the Rift Herald. This is going to be a lot of plates for North Georgia. Duraikon trying to clear this wave so that the turrets will start attacking this Kled. Some good gold there for Hecarim and Kled for North Georgia. Florida Southern probably going to be looking to, they're looking to clear the jungle here of North Georgia, take some of the resources away from this Hecarim, and then probably look towards a dragon play is my assumption. We'll see. Dragowski going to start that dragon, as I expected. It's a good decision there. Javi picking up that first turret in the bot lane. That is actually the first turret across the map, so a little additional gold for Florida Southern. Never going to complain about that. That's a Kled ult coming in for the Olaf in top lane. Not much is gonna happen, but Dragowski and Florida Southern do pick up the dragon in the bot lane, the bot side. It's gonna be some additional resources. Oh, a nice sleep there by Zoe Nebula. Oh, Nebula. Nebula Hecarim has a family. A nice, amazing combo eliminates Hecarim. This is a little bit of a clinic here of why you don't let Nebula pick Zoe. Oh, amazing there, another one by Nebula. Nebula now just holy cow. Just demanding whatever he wants. Nebula now 6-0. Hecarim gonna come in looking for a taunt. Gonna be slept by Zoe, ulted by Zillion. So Florida Southern's gonna stop attacking him. Now they're gonna resume that attack as the Zillion ult expires, and they're gonna pick up that kill. Dragowski picks up that one. Another turret here, this one, the middle one. A nice sleep there by Nebula. Nebula again. Oh, that's good timing there by Kled. Gonna get away from that. And we're gonna get minimized out. That's always fun. Love when that happens. Hoppins back into there. Nebula starting to get low on mana. I'm assuming if I look at the gold here, Nebula sitting on about 2k gold. Going to want to back reset. Dragowski's up to 1,600 gold right now, and Karma's up to 1,300. They're going to be resetting as well to spend some of that gold. Wukong gonna is Wukong starting? I don't think so. I think he's just clearing vision. Or is that Rift Herald? That is Rift Herald. Dragowski is doing Rift Herald currently, although it's a little risky with where Florida Southern currently is on the map. Although Kled does see them. 16 minutes in, this game is a little bit more one-sided than the last one. 8k gold lead for Florida Southern. Florida Southern truly looking like the team that they have been looking like all season. Dominant in this Peach Belt Conference, doing a fantastic job here, picking up gold across the map, suffocating this North Georgia squad from resources. Florida Southern now knocking on the door of North Georgia. Again, as I mentioned, I think this was a little bit of a clinic of why you do not let Nebula get Zoe. Definitely not a something I would recommend team going up against Florida Southern, but obviously don't think the Zoe's strong. Let it be. Nice engage there by North Georgia, but now as the fight continues on, Florida Southern getting to the fight, continuing to put down damage. Their icon goes down, but that's 4 kills for Florida Southern, only 1 for North Georgia. As now they start taking inhib turrets and then move to inhibs. Florida Southern taking that top inhib. Going to continue to push towards this Nexus, picking up 1 Nexus turret. Hecarim backing, might have been too late though. Florida Southern putting down a ton of damage on these turrets. Now they focus their attention potentially towards a fight. A long taunt, not quite enough. A kill there by Dragowski. North Georgia just cannot find their entrance into this fight, as Churro doing some damage, but they just cannot stop the push as Florida Southern takes game number 2 and the series 2-0. Florida Southern remains undefeated in the Peach Belt Conference, the only team left undefeated in the Peach Belt. This will be it for Peach Belt action until after spring break in about 2 weeks. Keep an eye out on our Twitter for up-to-date information. Thanks for tuning in, and go Mox.